Okay, so it is October the 11th, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yes, October 11th, 2011. It is binary day. By binary, I mean it is 10112011. Unfortunately, there is a 2 in there, so it's not an entirely binary day, but it's close enough. It is 11:54 in the PM. If you thought for whatever reason it was 11:54 in the AM, then I would have to shoot you, because if you cannot tell, this is a video blog, and there are no lights, or there are lights out, but there's no sunlight out. So if you thought it was noon, I would have to say you are retarded. I had yesterday off of work, I had today off of work, and I have tomorrow off of work. So, all in all, it's good that I have off of work. It's pretty awesome, because I can just like sleep all day and lay back and then go out at night, and it's like, yeah, no work. But it also sucks because I'm not getting paid for the days I don't have work. So, woo. You know? It's one thing to ask for a vacation, like, hey, can I have 3 days off this week? And your manager goes, yeah, sure, no problem. But if you didn't ask for the vacation, you kind of don't want it as much. I don't know, you know. But anyway, one of my friends recently had surgery. I'm not going to specify as to what friend or who or where or when or what it was in regards to, but I will have to say I hope you are feeling okay. Assuming, of course, that you watch my videos. I honestly have no idea if you do or not. And I'm not asking for a comment, because you know, you could just tell me in person next time I see you. But I hope you feel okay. I hope everything went well. If you need anything, you know who to call. You know, at least I hope you do. Let's see. Oh yeah, the whole fucking point of my doing this video right now was not to just rant and banter about my random friends. I actually had a semi-rant point thing that I had to make. When I do random tasks around town, or when I'm at work or whatever, and it's a task that I don't like doing, like, you know, for example, the other day I was at CVS, and my reason for being there was because I was the parking lot cleanup guy. I might have mentioned this in a previous video. I was the parking lot cleanup guy, but I also had to clean around the dumpsters, which was a pain in the ass, because apparently for like the last week or two, whoever works at CVS doesn't know how to throw shit inside of a dumpster, so everything was around outside of the dumpster, and it's been raining, so it's all wet, and you don't know if it's water or if it's piss from a homeless person or what it is, but it's just soaking and disgusting and whatever. But that's what I was doing, is I was cleaning out all of that stuff. And so in order to get my mind off of this, I was trying to think of a way to quantify the passage of time in relation to an object's mass. And, you know, long story short, I was comparing, okay, a black hole is, you know, by definition, we do not know how much mass is in a black hole, but we do know that a black hole can swallow planets and stars because it has that ability. So we can assume that a black hole has a large, you know, unequivocal amount of mass. It is just unseen. Now, we also know that the distance of Earth between stars has a time variance of from several years to several hundred years, because we know that, when a star is there and it blinks out and it's not there anymore, that could have actually happened several hundred to several thousand years ago. That is how long it has taken that light to reach us. So a black hole swallows that light because it can also swallow stars. So a black hole, from many different science fiction standpoints, including Stargate SG-1, a black hole has the ability to alter or freeze time because it has an insane amount of mass. So going by that, say a black hole alters time for, say, a galaxy. Okay? And our sun, we as humans calculate time by the rise and fall of the sun on our equator. So us as humans quantify time in relation to the sun. Now, mind you, a black hole has nothing to do with this sun argument, but this is what my mind was thinking about. Anyway, so I was thinking, okay, humans, as much mass as an average human does, how much how much mass our sun has, we calculate time in relation to the sun. So how would a dog quantify time if it were along the same mass ratio? So I was like, okay, so let's say the Golden Gate Bridge and the Empire State Building, an object as long squared as the Golden Gate Bridge, if there was one going perpendicular to the other, so it's a giant square, and as tall as the Empire State Building. I know there are taller buildings, but for sake of argument, we're saying a dog. Let's say a golden retriever, or something of equal size, not a giant Great Dane or anything, but let's say, average sized dog has a time ratio of an object that is, a Golden Gate Bridge squared, in length and width, and in height, the Empire State Building. Now, what would be an ant in time ratio form of the same fashion? A standard 2-story mall, perhaps? So, if you were thinking that an object of mass affects the flow of time in relation to an object of smaller mass, if we were thinking along that scale, could a human affect the time flow of a creature of smaller mass? So say an elephant. Could an elephant affect the flow of time? Of course this is all skeptical, because we know for a fact that a living object does not affect the flow of time of another living object. But for sake of argument, if it could an elephant affect the flow of time of a dog? But anyway, I am running on 9 minutes, and I've just been ranting about the flow of time. I'm gonna have to make this a two-parter. So fuck it. 1, 2, 3, and bam.